Hello, everyone. How are we? Welcome. It's Monday evening. Apologies for being a little bit later than usually advertised. There are several reasons for that. Several reasons. One of the reasons involves the children being difficult to put to sleep. Sorry, to bed. I should say. So I wasn't putting a chokehold on them. Do you know what I mean? Just like fucking tap. Come on. Yeah. No. They youngest Jameson is currently in a defiant mood at the moment. I think he's getting a testosterone boost at 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock. 6 years old. Sorry. So that's happening at the minute. And yeah, he just won't tap. So I'm trying to make him submit. He's having none of it. And then eldest Jameson is just being a bit of a wind-up merchant. So that happened. So bedtime was a bit of a farce. Didn't get them to sleep till 8 o'clock, 8:05, 8, 8, something like that. Mrs. J was out doing the shopping, so couldn't have tea until Mrs. J got back because we'd organised to eat together. As in making the food by the time she got back from the shopping. So therefore, I sat down for my tea at 10 to 9. And for a 9 o'clock stream, that's not ideal. So we had to push it back a little bit. And as you can see, I'm still a little bit late as to when the advertised stream time is as well. So that's where we are. So apologies, as I say, for maybe taking a bit more of your Monday evenings. But I do apologise. I appreciate that. So Drew, appreciate the follow. That's very, very kind indeed. And I love the fact that everyone's obviously just, come here to chill out. We had Saturday. We missed out on promotion ever so slightly. Sorry for the spoiler alert. We missed out on promotion. We ended up once again in 11th, actually. I know that's a bit of a step up, really. Normally we're 12th. We finished 11th. 5 points away from the playoffs. Progress was made, in a sense. But yeah. Pens and paper at the ready, everyone. We've got some transfers to do. Let's get on with it, shall we? Right, here we go then. Here we go. Should we see the league table? Do you want to see the league table again? Does it make for interesting reading? Does it give us any indication as to what happened last year? I see what happened last year. The playoffs are obviously still ongoing. Kettering versus Bedford, Tamworth versus Kidderminster. This is where we are, right? This is where we are. We finished 11th. Played 46, won 19, drawn 16, which is the third most in the league. So Gateshead drew 19, Bedford drew 17, ourselves, Peterborough Sports, and Kettering and Bury drew 16 games. We then lost 11. That's not ideal, is it? Do you know what I mean? But still less than Gloucester, still less than Tamworth, still less than Solihull Moors and Macclesfield and St Albans. 42 goals conceded in 46 matches. That's not bad. That's, not the best defence. It's still Kings Lynn, Scunthorpe, and Tamworth had slightly better. Lancashire Lamppost, appreciate you, my friend. No, I'm glad you appreciated the raid. Welcome in, by the way. Welcome in. By my viewers, by the way, if you didn't see the Lancashire Lamppost the other night, drop the man a follow. Why not? Why not? Hope you're well, though, pal. It's nice to see you. Thank you for being in. Oliver says, "Kid, I'm watching you on my phone because my daughter is hogging the TV." There you go. That's relegated to the phone. That's where we are. That's what life is now, isn't it? Like, life is just relegated to the phone. How did we lose the previous season? So last season, Dan, good question. Last season we lost 16. So we've improved by 5 wins and moved up 1 spot. Last year we had 66 points. This year we had 73. So we improved. What's that? That's 7-point increase to move up 1 position. So, I mean, it's felt like a tougher league. I mean, filed 103 points last season. Kings Lynn won the league on 98 this year. Playoffs last year would have got you 77 points would have got you playoffs. And we ended up in 73. So we were still missed out. So we're still 5 points out. So we're looking at high 70s on average to get into the playoffs. 81 2 seasons ago. 74 3 seasons ago. 73 5 seasons ago. 73 when our save started. So it's getting harder to get into the playoffs. Yeah. What's that? Wayward TJ, even by your standards, 7 seasons in this league is an achievement. I mean, this is the thing, Wayne. I'm here just to dish out achievements all over the place, right? That's what I'm here for. Yeah. Hartlepool relegated to step 3. What's happening? Y2 James, they're rock bottom. They've gone out of the game. Unmanageable now. So gone. Kevin says sometimes life gets in the way. They do a little bit, yeah. Dan says we're in the mix, on the edge of the mix, but still in it. We're in. Look, we've improved. Defensively, we're pretty good. 42 goals conceded. Last season, we conceded 52, so we're 8 goals better off. We only scored 49 last season. This year, 53, and we still said we had a striker crisis this year. So, yeah, if we weren't scoring goals last year, we weren't scoring them the year before either. 61 goals the year before that. And then, what was it? 64 goals. We got 64 goals the season we finished 4th on 79 points. Yeah. It's just a more competitive league now. Yeah, it's getting more competitive. Kings Lynn have gone. This is obviously the playoffs that's happening now. I mean, who's coming down? That's the question, isn't it? It's I can't be bothered trying to work all this out. This is like back and forth, back and forth. Who's coming down? Have I not clicked that thing? Oh, there we go. Oh yeah, right. So coming down, Chatham, Yeovil, Newport, and Rochdale. So an interesting lot being relegated from the National League. Dorking went up. Accrington, Halifax, Port Vale, Stevenage, Dagenham, Redbridge, and Hereford all in the mix for the playoffs. So interesting. 3 from the north are coming down. Yeah, but we've got, well, do we class Chatham or Yeovil as the north? Because I wouldn't say that. I mean, you know, Newport aren't exactly north either, are they? But maybe. I mean, look, who knows what the league will look like next season? It'll all mix up with the sort of the league split and how they work it. But you know, it's going to be interesting. MCG says the points total would have got you playoffs in other seasons. It would have done. And you know what? Overall, I think if we look at the season as a whole, yeah, we look at the season as a whole, we started well. Okay, we started well. Slow, I think, you know, we were sort of like grinding out results, keeping things nice and tight. Lost to Macclesfield, lost to Kettering, but just kept chipping away, a couple of wins, lots of draws in October, you know, out of the cup. Got the defeats in the league, not ideal. But then we started to pick ourselves up November, December, January. It was like, hang on, do we know what we're doing? Right? Not conceding goals, playing well, unbeaten in 16, I think it was, overall, 17 games overall. Lost to Guiseley, then lost to Kings Lynn, and then we couldn't quite pull ourselves back together towards the back end, losing to Kidderminster, losing to Gloucester, losing to Solihull. These are teams that were up there. The defeat at Kings Lynn killed us, like 3-0 against the champions. And it was the only time we'd actually been thoroughly beaten this year. 3-0, our worst defeat, joint with Kidderminster. Yeah. We didn't take many beatings. We kept ourselves tight. We kept ourselves locked down. 1-0, 1-0, 1-0, 2-0, 2-1, 2-0, 2-1, 3-4, 2-1. Yeah. So some stuff to be proud of. I think defensively we looked solid. I think we looked compact. It looked like the sort of style that we were playing, this sort of counter attack, out of possession, 5-4-1, almost a back six, almost when Coulson tracks, and and keeps everything nice and tight. Ian says there, after that run, the players ran out of steam. Do you know what? That's a fair comment, Ian. Plus, we sold Ashton Mee as well, remember? Who was obviously instrumental in getting forward and getting us goals. And we maybe didn't, get as much out of Henderson as we did out of Mee. In possession, by the way, if you're brand new, this is what we look like in possession. 3 at the back. Robinson sort of moving in here into this sort of midfield, which makes then a 4, and then of course we've got 3 up top. So 3-4-3 in possession, 5-4-1 out of possession, counter-attacking, which held us up well for most of the season, I think. But I think what's interesting, and this is obviously what we probably need to talk about tonight, is how do we take this formation, this style, this team, when we have to take control of the game? What do we do to it? How do we shift this to be more aggressive? Is it we move it into a more classic 4-3-3? Do we turn it into a 4-4-2? Because let's be honest. So Smith's not going to be about, right? Let's remove Smith, okay? As much as we loved him and he's been good this year, he's not going to be with us next season, right? Right, he's on loan from Middlesbrough. Dino Hanlon has been on loan from York. I don't know what his contract situation is like actually at York. He's out of contract. Now, he's naturally very fit. He's a physical specimen. He's not that good technically. So that might be something we might have to look at. Because one of the thoughts I had was either doing what Dan says there, playing attacking mid in the second half, or I'm wondering, do we possibly have a left wing back who can play left wing? Because what you could do, right? Stick with me here, right? What you could do, we could do this, which is sort of tighten it up into a sort of a 4. Either have it like as a diamond almost, right? Or what we could do is we could move that guy there. That guy then comes out to left back. He stays there. Robinson, of course, is going to be the wing back here. And then we go into like a 4-4-2 almost. Could that maybe work? Possibly in possession. So our striker moves up, So our left back goes into left midfield. Our centre back comes across into left back. Yeah. So maybe even go to more of a 4-4-2. And then out of possession, they drop back in again. So the left winger then tucks into left back. And everyone then just shuffles back across. Because that could almost work. Yeah? And we could get, the overloads out on the wide areas, possibly. I'm wondering, what do we think? Does that... If I try and say this as something else... So, because that's an option, isn't it? Right? Or of course there is the general. We could just go to a standard 4-3-3, which again suits the players we've got already. We just have to, if I clear that, because let's clear that. So that's not the default. Let's save it, right? Let's clear it so that this now becomes the default. Let's save this as close that as a bastard ball, right? So we go 4-3-3, and then we can either then potentially load in that 4-3-3 as well. So we've got options there. Does that make sense? Now, obviously, if we're trying to look for the big issue, of course, now is trying to find a wing back who can also be a really, really good left winger in step 6. That's going to be tough. I don't think that's going to be doable. So yeah, so that might change the idea for the 4-4-2. It's hard at this level. That's what she said. yeah, I like it. I like it. So yeah, so let's go through it then. Okay, let's have a look. Some things we like about a bastard ball is that it's quite aggressive. Like, it works quite nicely. Okay, we are all right. We're a decent side. What we might need to look at is, can we just dial it up a little bit? Like, do we get a few more free kicks? Do we rattle teams a little bit more? Can we do that? You know, we've got get stuck in on here, but I don't think we're really kicking teams as much. How do we play for set pieces? You know, where's play for set pieces? Oh yeah, keep the ball in play. Team will attempt to attack where going where possible, looking to create space and open play. Encourage the team to attempt to win corners, free kicks, throw-ins. Yeah, I wonder if that's maybe going to help us a little bit. Do you believe that attack is the best form of defence, or is defence the best form of defence? I think defence is the best form of defence, Rizzo. Yeah. I suppose the question now is, I've turned that to play for set pieces, but we don't score many goals from set pieces. So is it something I need to look at again then? I think let's look at the team. Let's look at the team. Okay. Because financially, we have some wages now, because we've freed up a little bit of wages. I'll explain that in a little bit. So we've got McNamara in goal, okay, who we're gonna keep. Okay, he's got a contract until 2032, and he's on 550 quid a week, which is pretty good. So we were surprised that we were the 5th highest wage bill in the league. That came as a massive shock to us, to be honest. Because turns out we are spending it on some crap, really. Or not spending it on crap. It's the fact that we're not spending it well. For example, Luke Faxon, I think we've agreed to release him. Yeah, we've agreed to release him. We paid £1,000 for him a week. And to be honest, McNamara came in and did a much, much better job for 550 quid. So we'll keep him. Faxon can go. We're not using the money correctly, yeah. Like, Ben Chilvers came in on loan and probably did just as good a job as as Faxon did. And in fact, I might even put him in as an extra one. So Chilvers loan. What's he currently earning on his 300 quid? Give him a yellow question mark, I think. We might not need him. We've got Lucas Cabrera, who's just we're not even paying him, so like we've got a free goalkeeper that's just sort of like kicking about. $24.0. So he's not anything. So we might keep him, but I mean, he's not good. He's not good. So that's our goalkeepers at this moment. So McNamara stays, Faxon goes. That saves us 450 quid a week. Right back is Sammy Robinson, who, as we all know, is a midfielder. Now, he's on 1.2 mil. 1.2k. We have offered him a contract extension, so he's staying. And it's just literally extending his contract, so not renegotiating his wages. We could have potentially looked to have done that and maybe tried to bring his wages down. However, I think doing that would have meant that his wages would have gone up. So, yeah, we'll let him go. We'll let him go for now. Other players that can play, right back, Calland, who's technically a centre-back, I think. Evening, Brit. How are you, pal? Welcome in. So he's 24. He's on 500 quid a week. Again, we're not playing him. He's made 6 sub appearances. So we've agreed to release him as well. So that's another 500 quid saved. Evening, Andy Reynolds. Welcome in. Buddy, been following your Darlow endeavours. This is the season. This is the season. This is the season. It's one of the seasons. There's been many seasons. We are in the transfer window, Andy, as we try and look to do a bit of sort of like taking it all in as to what happened in season 6. What can we do in season 7? How can we push on? How can we establish ourselves from almost men to nearly men? We don't have a left back. That's of course going to be a key area to recruit this summer, because we haven't got a left back at all. Okay, so centre backs. Well, centre backs, we've got Taylor, who's 25 years old, 700 quid a week. Now, this is an interesting one because he has been kicking off. He's 6'4". He's got potential, right? Like, he's as good as the rest of our centre backs. Douglas, Hughes, Taylor, Cooper. They're our 4 centre backs we pick from. They're all pretty good. So we've got Taylor, we've got Douglas, we've got Cooper, and we've got Hughes. Okay. Yes, Hughes could technically play left back. Technically. Question is, do we give Jack Taylor another year? We could just trigger it and he stays. Or do we accept the fact that he's not massively happy? He's a leader, so that's something that needs to be considered. Okay? We'll get to that in a second. Cooper, again, is a bit of experience. 950 quid, centre back. 40 appearances. He's been there a lot. We say yes, he's probably one of our first choices. Star player. Again, Cooper has got an option to extend, I believe. Yeah, we can trigger his contract for 950. So that's something else we need to think about. If he's leader, we keep him, says Dan. I mean, I'd be tempted to agree, Dan. Tempted to agree. Douglas, I think, has been incredible in the defence. He's already been extended, and he is a massive tick for me because he plays centre back, he plays midfield. He's just determined. 7 average rating last season. He got 7.01. He was all over the place. So, Dub the Red. Appreciate you there, my friend. 4 months in. What's Taylor unhappy about? Taylor isn't happy that we weren't playing him a lot, Kev. That's the problem. Because we played Douglas, Cooper, and Hughes as the first choice centre backs. And here's Hughes as well. Now, we could move Hughes out to left back, remember. That's the thing. We could. He's on 1.1. Again, we've kept him. Also, it wouldn't be the end of the world to play him out at left back. And then we could accommodate Taylor as well. But then that's 3 right-footed centre-backs as well. I feel like we've got good centre-backs. Part of me wants to keep all 4 of them. Because selfishly, that's one less position to have to try and find players for with not a lot of money. And I suppose we could always then, if there was a change of plan during the season, we could, sell them and look to loan someone else earlier on. Jord, great point. Defence wasn't the issue last year. So yeah, if anything, proven defence was good. So why change it? Would be my question. So we probably do look then to keep all 4 of these then and just hit the extensions on them. And then focus in on getting a left back, which, yeah, has been a bit of a problem, to be honest. So centre midfield, we'll get to that in a second then. Centre midfield, Devitt, O'Grady, Mackin, Coyley, Turner, I guess, probably fits in the centre half bracket, the centre midfield bracket. Okay, let's go through it, shall we? Lee Devitt, we triggered his extension. 30 years old, perfectionist. Can't argue with that, can you? Can't argue with that. We triggered his extension because teams in Ireland wanted him, and I was like, at 480 quid, he is going nowhere. Yeah. Kev says, keep all 4. Don't forget, one could break his leg on opening day. That feels a lot like we're breaking a leg early doors, doesn't it? Tim says, since I've been watching you, I've gone from where you are to League One, then straight back down to where I started. It doesn't get any easier. Get in. I love that, Tim. I love the fact you've come straight back down as well. That's beautiful. Like, I'm sorry for you, obviously, but also secretly delighted. George says, I like the 3 at the back and the 2 10s behind a big man had potential. We'll do a little bit more of that chat, George, because I'm starting to think that's a maybe as well, actually. So Devitt stays for me. O'Grady Mackin, I don't know what it was with O'Grady Mackin. He was just so much better than what his attributes would suggest he is. 10 goals from midfield in 43 matches. 2 of them were penalties, so still 8 goals from midfield in a team that's not scoring goals. He was instrumental to how we played. And I think what we need to do is we need to find another player that plays a bit like him, that gets in behind, that arrives at the edge of the area, gets a shot in, weighs in with a few goals. That's something we need. Whether we can get that or not, I don't know. Coyley's an interesting one. I think I know the answer. Right. He wants to leave because he's not been playing. Understandable. 1 start in 14 sub appearances. We're paying him 1.1 thousand a week. Okay. But gets forward whenever possible, argues with officials, looks for the pass rather than attempt to score, dives into tackles, gets the crowd going, runs with the ball often. Feel like he's on the physical decline. And even though he's a leader, the fact we didn't use him last year would suggest that maybe, well, his wages certainly aren't being spent correctly. But he's got a teamwork of 15, work rate of 15, leadership of 14, determination of 17, aggression of 15. Oh. If we don't play him, he can go. Evening, Chris. How are we, buddy? Welcome in. I mean, he's not even that good as a right back, is he? Because he's not quick enough. Yeah. Pretty darn good for once. Chris, I love that. I love that. I'm very, very glad to hear that. Yeah, I think if he's not getting played and he's not happy, I think we release him as well. Free up a bit of wages. And then, yeah, look to bring in someone a bit younger who can do that. 1,100 quid, we can bring in 2 players to do that job. Jordan Turner, again, he wants to play. He's come through the youth system, 300 quid. He's probably not good enough, really. So, I mean, he's also got a ponytail, so I feel at 21 he's not really pushed on a lot. Do we let him go? Because I guess if we're not playing him now, we're not going to play him next season, are we? And if Lewes are wanting him, team in the south, yeah, we could get him gone and bring somebody else in if needs be. So yeah, maybe Turner goes. Attacking midfield, right? This is where we lost me, and we obviously now have got Okawarrior and Henderson. Lewes has got a decent castle. Nice place to go. Oh, fair play, actually. Yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't know. Okawarrior. Now, he's out of contract. He's been with us for, 18 games, 13 sub appearances. Moves the ball to his right foot before dribbling. Switches the ball to wide areas. I feel like he's been quite versatile. I feel like he's been all right. 5 goals, 5 assists. What are we thinking? Do we give him another year? $750. We can extend him. He's versatile as well. He plays all over the midfield, so he can play on the left, play on the right, play through the centre. We can even potentially put him up front if we think we're looking for a change of shape. Maybe he'll work in that 2 10s as well. See if he'll drop in wage or what a squad player. Could do, yeah, because what I was going to do was just offer the extension, but we might be able to try and have a renegotiation on his status. So let's have a think about that then. So that's a possible. And Henderson as well is the other guy out wide. who he's 26. He's on 775 quid. He's got a contract till next year anyway. And again, mentality, physicality, technique, he's actually pretty good. We just don't really know where to play him. I think he'll benefit in that 210 role. He's a tiny human though. Not like he'll do the big weekly shop. That's interesting to see, because I thought he was bigger, and then when I saw that, and I was like, 5'6". For some reason, I thought he'd be a big strapping fella. Let's see what he wants to do then. 750. Can we knock him down to squad players, you reckon? Or regular starter? All right, a regular starter's fine. Whoa, he was 975. Let's cancel that for a second then. Right, we're not doing that. He's not jumping up in wage. We're just going to press the button. Okay, so we might just press the button on him. John Coulson out on the left though. Now he's young. Okay. 725. He's got a contract of 2032. Okay. Now, is he a left winger, which is where we've been playing him, or is he a two in a striker, in a two striker formation? Comes deep to get the ball. So do we have him as a deep line forward? Does he come and collect, drop inside? Again, good teamwork, good work rate, determined, a leader. He's not scoring goals, so he's got 10 for finishing. Loads of stamina, gets up and down, which is good because he does the defensive work for us. So, I like Coulson. For this level, I think Coulson's great. He's the best player we've got. I think it's hard to disagree, isn't it? You're looking at him, you're thinking, yeah, that guy knows what he's doing. Evening, Benny. How are you, buddy? And then that's all we've got on the left-hand side. And then up top, sorry, is Lehane, who's 24, 1.2k wages, 17 goals. I've thought we can drop him wide. If we get a big, strong striker, we could even drop him into the 10. And I think he'd play well if there was a big target man around him. Coulson's an FM meta machine statistic looks good as well. Yeah, looks like he can do what you need to do, doesn't it? So, cool. Lehane's got his extra year. And we now need to make a decision on this guy. Joey Dawson, 27 years old, 1.2k, 13 starts, 27 sub appearances. Historically scored goals, 23, 16, 16, 7. What's that? 24, 47, 54 goals for the club. We play one. He can't lead the line on his own anymore, can he? I think I've begrudgingly got to let him go, haven't I? Yeah. Saxy D, appreciate you, my pal. Good luck for the transfers. We'll watch the VOD tomorrow morning. Appreciate you, Saxy. Very kind, very kind. it's the smart decision that he's got to go, isn't it? Like, I just think he's. So I'm looking here. Left back, we definitely need because we haven't got any. And we definitely need another central midfielder as well. Because oh, I've pressed the button. I've pressed the button. He's gone. And Coyley's gone as well. Oh, I feel like I've just kicked a puppy. And are we releasing Turner as well? Is he going as well? I love it when TJ clears out the squad and ends up with worse players. It's the way it has to be, Baron. It's the way it has to be. We move one of the left backs, centre backs to left back. We spoke about that, Jord, and it was it's an option. It's not off the table. Because we could move Hughes out to left back. Dan Burn-esque. Oh, Dan Burn. Is that Dan Burn who's just tall? Is that one of the things? So if we did that, then we put Cooper there. I mean, it's a right-sided centre-back. It's a right footer. So we've got 3 right footers. But that's how it looks, doesn't it? Without anything. Yeah, we could just do it like that and go, there you go, done. In fact, we could give Kawhi his transfer extension as well. 4 years over seasons, Jesus. Well, look, we could certainly do more than 4 years. Can't be sentimental if we want promotion. I mean, I don't know what we are, Dan, to be honest. And also, Sammy J's contract's up. Oh, no, it's not. Not until next year. Interesting. Okay, so we can go into next year with the same starting 11 if needs be. But we still want a left back. There you go, yeah. So even in the... so where it doesn't quite work is when we go to 4-4-2 and Hughes doesn't quite move into the left wing role. But we could just... we need an extra striker in there. And it still works as a 4-3-3. Sammy takes the armband. It's a bold statement. Sammy's only got 10 for leadership. I think it's Hamish Douglas has got the armband this year. He's been doing really well with it, and I think we leave it with him. I think, but I think we need to just nudge it through, see how much extra money we've got. So Tamworth have beaten Kidderminster. What's it look like for recruitment now? 230 quid. Nathan Mapengu. I mean, he seems tall. He's got good heading. You need that statement player. I think you've got a lot of distinctly average players. No, I agree. I agree. No offense taken at all. I think that's a fair statement. We have a look at taking loan status off for now. Is there anybody that they're looking at that we can... Because I guess the big thing's going to be, is there anyone our scouts has seen that looks good? Francis Church. 6 goals from the bench. 6'4", jumping reach of 14. Plays no through balls. Heading 15. Off the ball 15. Determination 14. Aggression 14. Out of contract. Has a fairly poor intelligence on the pitch. That's our guy. That's our guy. Has a competitive streak which occasionally leads to him bending the rules. That's the guy. Could be a good League Two player, apparently. So my thinking here then, let me just write him down as an option. Okay? He is slow, but if we use him as a target, okay? Targets. I'm going to put Francis Church, okay? 6'4", 23, slow, angry. Let's put big man. Okay, so for me, he's a possible. If we can get a bit more info on him, that'd be great. Because remember, we need to replace Dawson and one more at this point. Yeah. So Killian Kouassi, we've known about him for years. Long throws 16. I can't just be swayed by that, can I? James Spencer. We had him on loan before, didn't we? Yes, we have. If you get Church's stick switch to 4-2-4, does well with Lehane. Yeah, so I'm thinking we've got to have options. So these guys aren't going to play all the time. You know, it's what can allow us a change. Corey Thomas. A bit of pace there. What's Corey Thomas saying? Or a 5-2-1-2. I don't even know what that would look like, Jord. Remember the mantra. It's all about vibes. Keegan Bebbington. That sounds like just an absolute posh player, doesn't it? Kim Falkenmeyer. Kyle Fife. These young players that are with us at the minute. I was thinking more the TJ way. There's that as well. There's that as well. Dylan Hughes, let's get you in on a trial, shall we? Sunday Goodwin, Cody Lang. 6'4". Again, who's the X Factor player we're looking for, innit? That's the question. What's Kouassi looking like? We'll go back up to Kouassi. Because his striking attributes don't look brilliant. Elias Thornley looks like, see, got finishing, but he's not got anything else. Pacey winger or a sexual striker is what I'd prioritise. Sexy strikers. Church could definitely be the hold-up player, apparently. Virgin strikers are available. Keith Varney's work rate. I like the look of this. What are you doing? Let's go back and have a look at Kouassi as well, shall we? Reject bin strikers as well. So here's Kouassi. Even at 27, he looks like he's fading a bit, isn't it? But long throws is good, though. Okay, so that's strikers. Left backs. Evening FM chairman, welcome in. How are we? How's your stream this evening? Appreciate the raid. Welcome, welcome. Appreciate that, Chris. Thank you. Saved me a job there, didn't it? Oh, Lenny O'Sullivan. Hello, Lenny O'Sullivan. Now, you've just been relegated, so I wonder if you're interested in coming and hanging out in our division. You know what he needs? Fucking off all defensive abilities, just going pure murder ball. The OGs remember murder ball, don't they, George? George, that was the one, wasn't it? Indonesian murder ball was just, oh, it was a thing of beauty. I believe in Joe Hillary. Signing 6'4" shitters because they can outjump the 5'4" Indonesian centre backs. That was literally the tactic, wasn't it? It was like, that guy's 5'7", great, get him in. Also tag team with a 7'4" striker. Right, Prince Achipom, you're tall and quick and versatile. Two large centre backs and a large striker. It was literally it was find a Brazilian and find a Serbian, wasn't it? That was the tactic. Denver Hume. Denver Hume. Did he play? He did play for Sunderland. 32 years old. Crossing, teamwork, positioning, work rate. He's wanted by Wimbledon, so he might want a bit more money than we can afford. But let's just take a little look. Because, you know, you never know. Jumping reach is weak. It is. But everyone's got, but I mean, you know, everyone's got some drawbacks, I guess. In this league, we're not going to get complete players, are we? So let's just see what there is kicking about. I mean, look at this. I mean, Dylan Tawazera, determination really good, but strength non-existent. At 23, is he going to bulk up much? Heading's not very good, but he's very pacey. Do we have a look? He can't jump and I can't spell. Wolves got a point. Oh, God. It's going to the wire, innit? I'm really sorry, Chris, but it is. It's going to the wire. Theo Upton. 5'6", midfield. 17 for determination. Work rate, vision, passing, decision making, first touch. Physically, not very good though. But looks like he's one of Berry's better players. Frank Varr. Formerly of Blackburn. Wanted by Barrow Gateshead. Let's get this guy on trial as well. Problem is I don't want Tyler Mansbridge. I don't want to spend a lot of money on midfielders where ultimately our main priority is a striker. Tom Iapenda, determination 19, 6'3", positioning, teamwork, work rate, passing. Not really good acceleration, but 14 for pace. Playmaking midfielder, who wants him? Gateshead. I mean, what you got to consider though, Chris, is that you've got to play Sunderland still, and we're letting anybody beat us at the minute. So you know, so maybe you could beat us. That might help you. Although that would be I'd be quite upset about that. Delroy Bannis. From where? DMA. Right, so we've got some players coming in then on trial. So Nikolai Todorov, 34-year-old Serbian, Bulgarian striker, 6'5". Actually, do you know what? A bit of Nikolai Todorov might not be the worst thing. Heading, aggression, jumping reach. If we're talking about bastard ball, we maybe need a couple of bastards, don't we? Now, we haven't got Nordi Mukiele, but we could bring in Norden Mukiele, who's probably almost the same player, right? Composure off the ball. Strength. First touch. Doesn't really score goals. Stamina 1 to 5. He's got long COVID. He's winded by warm-ups. I mean, we all are. Carlo Midwinter. Tate Javier Jones. Devin Brocky. Felipe Rodriguez Gentile. 5'5". We can't have a player called Gentile. 5'5", can we? Right, let's have a look at what some of these lads look like when they come through. That's Frankie Coulson, of course. He's in a league above us, isn't he? Right. Todorov doesn't want to come to us. That's a shame, isn't it? So Thornley's here. Todorov doesn't want to come. Nikolai Todorov. 6'5", 34, Bulgarian. I've just written cunt. Scout Norden, just for see what he's up to. Right, Theo Upton apparently looks like he's pretty good, so. '23. CM. Not about physically weak. Technically good. Francis Church can't come on trial. Where at Alfreton? Enterprise North, 19th. I think in a 2, there's something there, you know. And if he's willing to bend rules as well, then we might need a bit of that. Okay, Keith Varney's going to come on trial. So is Ellis Thornley. So it's Cody Lang, Dylan Hughes, Corey Thomas, Dylan Tawazera, Tyler Mansbridge, Frank Varr, Prince Achapong is coming in. Okay. We believe in Joe Hillary, Tom Openda, Denver Hume. Very quick overview here. So Varney apparently not good enough. Neither's Thornley. Cody Lang. I mean, he's tall. Dylan Hughes. Maybe. Corey Thomas. Possible. Tawazera. Just determined. Corey Thomas is the one. See, he's not scored yet though. He's not played anything yet. That's my only concern for now. But he's fast, likes big matches. And I suppose if it's another like for like with Lehane. Calispera Jason, how are we, buddy? Taylor Mansbridge. I think the problem is if I'm looking at a good central midfielder, then they are going to end up looking to move out either O'Grady Macken or Devitt. And at that point, who am I upsetting? So Prince Achapom, left footer. Do you reckon has a competitive streak which can occasionally lead him to bend in the rules. Rule breaker. And then Openda. So he's probably first class centre midfielder, isn't he? Mentality monster. 6'3". I wonder how much Denver Hume wants to in terms of wages. He's the other side of our recruitment model, isn't he, really? But do we maybe have to look outside the model? Because the model's not exactly worked so far, has it? This is the thing, George. Yeah, the current model isn't really working. Obviously, we have to look at. I guess we've got to look at wages as well. Like, who's going to bring us value? Nutmeg is out in 10 days. Oh, Luffy, that is wonderful news. Fifth highest wages in the league. It's just getting some top class talent. True. Spend the money better, I suppose, isn't it, really? And I can move that 18 grand into wages as well. So tell you what, let's have a look at this as a squad planner, shall we? And let's see what things would look like. Set the game just wants to give you ultra mega tactic to succeed. Yeah. We've tried all of this. It's not worked. It's depressing because I do agree in a sense that, like, we have tried all these other methods, of, like, just trying stuff. And we don't want to just do the same thing as everyone else does. And that's the problem. Sammy only. It's Achapong. And then that's also Caden Hughes, I guess. Don't have him. reorganize this slightly, sorry. Celebashir is not one of ours. He's not. He's not. He's not. He's not playing on the right. He's not. He's not. He's not. Everyone gets taken out here. About them two. And then that's what we look like at the minute. It's it's not great, is it? It's not great. It looks like we've got a gap. At the minute, the left backs are players that we're just trying to have a look at. Okay. So I guess out of the players we've seen so far, then, let's wait. Scunthorpe versus Benford, Colchester versus Tamworth. How long before we start seeing some attributes for these players? To the untrained eye, Thomas and Church look like two good strikers, offering different things as well. I like Achimpong for a defender. I'm going to buy Barnett, so he might be expensive. It's Hillary. Denver Hume, I guess, is not. Maybe it's not the worst decision, you know. I don't know. What do we think? Any thoughts on what you've seen so far? Like, so it's going to be a Gloucester Scunthorpe playoff final. Because I worry if we go for, like, I think Openda over Mansbridge or VAR, because I think either of these two are going to want to be first choice. Probably because they're better than what we've got. Andy, I'm old school. I love two up front. I can never make it work in FM. It's frustrating. For Scunthorpe to win that and get out of our way for next season. Let's see what we can. Pavel Klakovsky has put an end to speculation linking him with a move to Darlington. Well, there you go. That ruins our night, doesn't it, everyone? So Liam McLeish was early doors like a really exciting prospect, but less so much now. Are we signing the youngsters? Apparently. I mean, look, let's at least have some players in the system. So Norden Mukiele could be useful, apparently. Is he Nordi Mukiele's relation? Or is that just too easy, my speculation? So he's gone from Ren to Morecambe. Okay, no acceleration. And no jumping reach either, so it's not like we can play him as a striker. Yeah, we clicked on the personal tab. Was there anything there? Our favourite personnel, 2 siblings. It is Nordi Mukiele's brother. There you go. I wasn't just speculating out of turn. Andy says if it's Tom Openda, the youth player for Huddersfield, looks good in real life, seems to have real potential. That it is the same guy. It is the same guy. So the thing is, I don't want to put a bid in for him until I put a bid in for a striker and a left back, first of all. If he's not, as long as he's not related to Joey Barton, we sign him. Oh, Achapong's had a bit of a drop off, hasn't he? Oh. Oh, that's a bit disappointing, chat. I was expecting more from him. I mean, let's have a look at who we've even got that's still at the club. It's Taylor Smith, much quicker. Achapong better in the air, slower, slightly better anticipation, bit less determined. A bit better marking, I must admit. Technique's good as well. 7 for fitness and strength, though. Like, could do with a bit more from the Prince, couldn't we? But he also does potentially fulfill that role of moving him a bit higher up the pitch. I mean, Denver looks better, doesn't he? But physically, is he on the decline? Balanced personality. What's Achapong? Balanced as well. He is 6'4", and I am easily swayed. Joe Hillary, better physically. It's wanted by Barrow and Forest Green. Now they're both Football League clubs, so it would be a statement of intent for us to sign them. Well, the National League, actually. Poor heading. Declining over the last month. Formerly Stockport. Swears to the march. I'm hating hearing, reading, or sensing the word bugs. Yeah. Just let it all go. Let it go. Denver's a great name, as is Prince. You've got your work out here. It's true. It's true. John Denver and Prince. Both good. Yeah. I suppose if we compare I mean, look, Achapom's more versatile as well, isn't it? That's what we got to remember. If we just to simply do attributes, then Denver's miles ahead. But he also has 9 years experience on him, so there's that. Like, where we getting 9 years out of Denver Hume? No, we're not. I'm not saying we're getting 9 years out of Prince Achapom, but also stays back at all times. That's not great for a wing back. Teamwork's not great. Work rate's not great. Wanted by Barrow and Gateshead. I want Achapom to be good. Lack of composure hinders any skill element to his game. Need a better player now. Do you know what? I'm inclined to agree. I think, okay, here's the thing. If Achapong's still left on the table, then we go back to him. How much does Denver Hume want? I can't believe I'm doing this. I can't believe I'm trying to sign Denver Hume. Has he got an agent? He wants to be a star player. Oh, I mean, that's a lot of money, isn't it? Right. Okay. So, do you know what? 1.4 is a lot of money. For what length of contract? I think it was 2 years. Where do we see? Is there a notes or something we can see on there? It'll pull us back up in a moment, won't it, when we go back to look at it. I'm sure it was for 2 years. So he could get us up. He could. What's Joe Hillary saying? He hasn't got an agent, so that's just guesswork. Oh, Kevin YouTube says yes, it was 2 years. It was definitely 2 years. Corey Thomas. Let's go. Let's have a look at strikers for a second. Altrincham and Horsham. Acceleration, 6'2", runs with the ball down the right, plays short passes. Only got a finishing of 10 though, Corey Thomas. Composure 13 though, so that's pretty good. Decision making 6. Your Pender looks pretty decent actually, I must admit. He hasn't got an agent either. We need to go back to left backs, don't we? It might get to the point where we have to sign Achapom anyway, just because there's no other options. Nathan Snowball. $5'8". Zach Hamilton Davies. Regis and Simba. Stephen Keenan, don't know anything about these guys at all. Joseph Pallet. Sim Hookman. Snowball is the Simpsons cat. Yeah, she died. She died. I spoke to Mom. She lied. She lied. Isa Tijani. I wonder if we can make a cheeky bid for. I mean, I know they don't want to sell him, but how about no money? How about a free transfer for Lenny O'Sullivan? Because from what I understand, Chorley got relegated, right? Yeah. So it's an old 30 plus striker who might not be physically great, but is mentally very good. Well, here's the thing. I looked at one and he wouldn't come on trial. It was Nikolai Todorov. Was the one that I wanted. I was like, come on trial. He's got another year on his contract. He's been at Sterling for a season. 6'5", Bulgarian, 34. I was like, that's the guy for us. And he could even turn into being a scout as well. We tried getting a senior affiliate so we don't pay the wages. No, I haven't done that because like it doesn't really sort of like it just works weird in game, doesn't it? Because that's not really how it would work in real life. And again, it's just more ways to make life more difficult for myself, really, Jason. To be honest, sign Todorov blind is a bit of jeopardy. We haven't signed players blind for a while, have we? Well, I guess we Paul, Psycho Paul. Who's Douglas? Which Douglas? The Douglas that we've got as our guy. Jamaican at the top of the list. Oh, Douglas James Taylor. Bit of flair, bit of jumping reach. Even No Legs Gaming, appreciate the follow. Very kind. 20 goals for Bohemians. Lots of goals for Bohemians, actually. Good spot, Jord. Callum Kavanagh. Ethan Varian, what a name that is. Joe Quigley, Mayor Quigley, Quimby. Even Dutch FM, how are we, buddy? Welcome in, welcome in. Watching the streams on YouTube, decided to jump onto Twitch to hear the songs. Okay, go for it, No Legs. Go for it. Get the playlist going on. We've got a few decent tracks happening out here now, so welcome, welcome, welcome everyone. Welcome in, Raiders. Pleasure to see you. Hope you're well. Obieri, 16 goals last season. Don't think he's much better than what we've got, really, is he? Need a boom or bust season, spend everything, sign the players we want no matter. If we don't go up, then we leave. I do like the idea of just like an absolute smoke bomb, essentially. Danny Ormerod. He's got to be related to Brett Ormerod, surely. There's not many Ormerods in the world, is there? Don't know if he's any good in the save, but he's good in real life. Well, we don't know what he's like in a save either. He hasn't played much for Scunthorpe. 43 sub appearances. So, but then again, they have made their way to the playoff final. So he's obviously in esteemed company. Depending upon what the board set next season, if it's the same as then the ambition is from there. His dad is Brett Ormerod. Excellent. Well, Scunthorpe won't let us have a look at him. Any Bobber O'Reilly from the Who on the playlist? I don't know. Jason, possibly. Scunthorpe have won the playoff final. They beat Scunthorpe on penalties. So Scunthorpe are out of our division now. Braden Graham. Everton striker, apparently. Callum Kavanagh from Bradford. And then Douglas James Taylor as well. All on trial. So let's see what we've got then. Right, let's save that then as the end of the season. Scunthorpe scored the worst free kick I've ever seen this season. Moved the ball a few yards to the side of the wall and slotted in the bottom corner. That sounds like a smart free kick, actually. Do we look at league stats, see if there's anything in the league that looks reasonable that'll help us? So we go to defending. So if we look at what tackles or interceptions, I suppose probably. Kane Noble, Archie Baptiste, Charlie Olsen's got a contract on next year as well. Martin Balderson. Look at that lad from Gloucester on loan from Port Vale. Now, is this his contract? Oh, it is. He played very well this year. Miller Megson. Miller Megson looks good as well. Surely see him then, because yeah, if we can maybe Doncaster and Tranmere want him. Simon Ablett. He can play left back. We're having a look at who's leaving Hartlepool. I mean, they finished bottom of the league, so I would say And maybe, this is like, I think if you're bottom of the league and I'm trying to sign defenders, I'm probably not going to look at you. Yeah. I don't understand the thinking of going relegated players. I just don't get it. Like, because surely if they were good, then they wouldn't have been near the bottom. Sometimes I maybe think a little bit too simplistically, though. Okay, so Jazani Linton, remember we looked at him and we almost signed him, didn't we? So he's gone and had a season at Chelmsford. Well, a couple of seasons at Chelmsford, actually. Determination's good, teamwork's good, marking, tackling, stamina. I'm sure it was concentration or composure that was off when we looked at him last. But he's out of contract. Let's see what they're saying. Big local team. They're bound to have someone half decent. So I sort of get the thinking, but I'm also not 100% convinced. Emilio Ballard Matthews runs the ball, cuts in from the left. You could be interesting. Eight goals, 6 assists. Excuse me. I mean, do you know what? In a sense, right? Here we go. I'll give you this one. No Legs Gaming. Callum Casey looks all right. I'll give you that one. Determination, teamwork, and work rate are standing out there. So go on, we'll have a little nosy, right? I'm not sure what I'm going to say. I'm not sure what I'm going to find, but whoa! Look at this. Haruna Uber. I mean, who have they got up top? Siem Ayob Abara. Oh no, I don't want issues. No, I want this to be a foolproof plan. No legs. I want if you're making me look at Hartlepool players, I want them to be convinced that Darlington is the place to be. They've got another left back as well, Reece Staunton. Team working's good. Nah, he's not going to be good enough as a left back, is he really? 5'2" Ukrainian centre back. What? That's why they've been relegated, isn't it? Staunton superb in real life, beat Man U in the cup at Grimsby. No, he didn't beat Man U in the cup at Grimsby. Grimsby beat Man U in the cup. He was right. This is one of these like newfangled things in it where it's like, oh, Like, these players have got all these wins. They haven't really. They're part of a team that's won. I'm such an old man, aren't I? I'm such an old man. I really am. I'd love to just be able to just enjoy stuff for what they are, but I don't think I can anymore now. I'm like, no, 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 I have to have it the exact way that I want it. Otherwise, it's not good enough. Get the Abe Simpson meme. Yeah. You know what? This is genuinely it, Dan. Like, it's really frustrating. Do you know what I mean? It's really frustrating. I'd like to just have a nice time in life, but for some reason, I'm tied to, like, being like, oh no, no, that's not how we do things around here. I'm like, who's decided that? Why am I in charge of deciding these things? Daniel Ola, 6'5". Oh. DK didn't want to sign for us last year. Will he maybe sign for us this year? That's the question, isn't it? 5'2" centre back. What a waste of a position. Yeah. Even Berezi's looking at him going, you're a bit short, mate. Remember, sports fans, change is never good. Oh, God, no. God, no. I didn't get where I am today by changing. Yeah. Adaptation is a sign of the weak. You know, let's all be toxic males. That's what we should do from now on. Yeah, I saw a thing on the telly the other day. That's where everyone needs to be right now, right? Just for any avoidance of doubt, by the way, this is thoroughly tongue in cheek, of course. Um, how would we see? What sort of stats would we need to look for players holding the ball up? Because I'm wondering whether that would be like sort of a way we could find tall players. Raekwon Nelson got lots of assists. Tune it out, TJ. You've just shown how toxic you are. You just want us to be as toxic as you. I do. Yeah. Only toxic people in this chat, please, from now on. In fact, you know what? I'm not even saying please anymore now. Because if I say please, that's weakness. Yeah. Right. Who's investing in my crypto? Facade. No, not facade. Definitely not money making scheme. Who's doing that? Yeah, you're all doing that. And if you're not, you're probably pussies. This is a cult. It is, yeah. Fouls drawn. Jame coins. Yeah. Yeah, I want you all to be to start, you know, investing in these things. Tell more people about it. It'll be great. Indiana Peda, he scored against us, I remember. I never forget a name like that. This is a similar vibe when the Simpsons lawyer has the vision of everyone being happy with their lives, rainbows and sunshines, and he shudders in disgust. Exactly it. We've all drunk the Kool-Aid. Yeah, get on it. Come on, you all have a great time. Welcome in. Speaking of people who want to be part of the cult, hello, Rich Owens and crew. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Lovely to see you. Welcome. Oh, look at that, Rich. Already 38 months. He knows. There's a man who goes, you know what? I have to get signed up to this toxic world. You've been called a massive cult before. We all have, Rich. We all have. Welcome in, Raiders. Strap yourselves in for what can only be described as a Football Manager stream. Oh, well, stream. Football Manager is also happening at the same time. GB, welcome in, buddy. I heard cult, where do you pledge allegiance? Oh, all over the place, like everywhere. Like, all of it is it's already pledged. Like the fact you're here is what is you've already sworn in. Presumably we all took you all provided swabs on the way in, right? I guess. If not, then I mean, come on, mods, what are you doing? Ian says, where do I sign up? I mean, but you could sign up at patreon.com/the FM show pod. That could get you into one part of the cult. Yeah. I've signed up to many, easily influenced. He is, easily rich. God. The things he'll agree to do for half a can of hooch. You don't have to drink the Kool-Aid, but I do recommend you drink the Kool-Aid. Yeah. I will also say as well, it definitely hasn't been spiked. So just putting out there, right? Kool-Aid is absolutely fine. Drink it at your leisure. Real life Luke, sign me up. I'm signed up to many. Simpsons had the stone cutters. What are we? I mean, we could be anything. We can remove the stone of shame. Yay! Attach the stone of pride. Boo! You don't have to be crazy to work here. No. You actually do. You actually do. Right, Altrincham want Corey Thomas. Are we thinking about Corey Thomas then? Jord, if you're still here, you were a fan. It's time for the paddling of the swollen asses with paddles. Yep, that's a paddling. Where are Altrincham? Remove the stone of shame. Attach the stone of more shame. One of the stupid idiots let me in their crappy club for jerks. Altrincham, they're League Two. Do you think we can convince him to sign for us? He wants more midfielders. Let's take that off. He'd sack Thomas off. Can't pass. Can't take a penalty. I mean, he's a striker, though, isn't he? I wonder why there's... What have I got here? What's this? Why is there a... What's the purple box for? £650's not bad, though. $650 for 2 years. The purple box of shame. Maybe it is. Maybe it is Millhouse. Is this... Hang on, is this one of these bugs that's been talked about? Gateshead want Calland. Is this a bug? The purple box. Oh, Pendo wants to be a fringe player. 850 quid appearance money. I mean, I suppose if we're not, I guess if he's not playing, then is that fine? Because surely if he's not playing, he's not going to cost us. I feel like the purple box might be a bug. Chris, are you still in the stream at all? Chris isn't in. Chris isn't in. Search bar deletes everything there. That's how it usually works. It's a bug. Oh, so I delete that. Oh, what? No, there's nothing there now. There. The purple box of more shame. I welcome our new purple box overlords. Fair enough. Fair enough. Maybe the box has been listening to us all this time. Douglas James Taylor might be a something, possibly. We've had a look at Denver Hume, Rich. This is how we are for trying to sign players. Denver Hume and thinking, oh, that'll be a good idea. Deleted everything I had in search, then it disappeared. Now I haven't got anything in search, that's the thing though, so. Ah, well done. Thank you, Boppy. Okay, so just in case anyone's interested, don't use the search button. Is Tyler Smith's contract up at Fulham? Up at Middlesbrough, sorry. Right, Rich, answer me this. Right, here's a question. What do you think of this lad as a target forward? Just someone big to chuck the ball up to. What do you think? I'm not wanting them to run. I'm not wanting them to do anything remotely intelligent. I'm just wanting him to be a big, tall thing. Worship the purple box. Because look, there's things I like here, right? I like jumping reach at 14. I like 6'4". I like off the ball. That's pretty good. Off the ball is pretty good. His strength's only 11, but he can head the ball. He's aggressive. He's composed. His decision making's not bad. He's determined. So I actually think he could be a good foil for us up top. And we might not be able to get him on a free just yet, but let's try and just see if we can get him in. Francis is our church. And all that worship in him or around him. Close by him. Within a reasonable proximity. No touching. Unless that's what he's into. He needs a Zimmer frame to get anywhere. He does no. Like, Dan, what you're thinking is that we're going to ask him to move around. No. You've seen how we play. We just launch the ball up front. Yeah? and all he's got to do is hold it up, Brian Brobby style, until somebody else turns up. And all he's got to do, if he can't stand up, just fall over and get a free kick. Do we even need midfielders? I mean, not really. I mean, they just get in the way and slow us down, don't they? Alfred have made a bid for Joey Dawson. He's on his way out. He's on his way out. Oh. Bury his feet in the pitch and treat him like a tree. That's the spirit, Rougeau. When's he out of contract? Is this in June, is it? Right. Is there a second? Write a mildly worded letter to, please. In relation to what, Tim? Is it to praise my my scouting of lower league players? Oh, okay, right, here we go. Now, does Harrison Rice solve a question we had earlier as well? About when we said if we move a left back to left midfield, so it runs with the ball down the left, gets forward whenever possible, shoots with power, winger, but also advanced wing back. I mean, tackling, he's happier getting forward, isn't he, than defending. Rice, baby. I mean, he's been in this division before at Tamworth, 7.06. Also, Grimsby, 7.32. So he's played pretty well in a division above. What was his... We're not going to see how he... 5 games in the league. 2 goals, 1 assist. 1 man of the match. It's not too bad, actually. In what? In League 2? Okay, well, let's think about him then, because defensively, he's not very good. That's the problem. That's going to be a concern. Right, Church deal negotiates. We're going to pull out of that and hope we can get him on a free in a minute. Right, we're not paying. It's a risky thing to try and wait for 2 weeks and hope he comes out on a free transfer. And then we've got 20,000 points to see how a friend of mine is doing. Luke Fairlam, his name. Oh, probably not. No. We've got attribute masking on, Shawnee, so we would never know. Who's he play for? Jazz Darlington. He's expensive, isn't he? 26, left back. Chelmsford. He plays at Tamworth at the minute. Oh, we're 7 years in, so he's probably Premier League now, I'd imagine. Joey Dawson to Bury. Oh, breaks your heart. Liam Coyle's rejected the offer from Gloucester. I mean, we've literally we've set him for release, so he knows he's leaving, but he doesn't want to leave for Gloucester, who finished above us. Guardiola sacked by Newcastle. Right, Corey Thomas. A like-for-like replacement for Dawson, do we think? Where are we? Where's... 4 years younger. And he's on, what's he on? 650 quid. Right, Thomas in. And if we can get Openda on a pay as you play, then that's pretty decent. Are we using the same formation? Yeah, we will do, but we're gonna sort of tweak it a little bit, because we I'll show you in a second. So we play this sort of 4-3-3, 3-4-3, sorry, which you could say is so 3 centre backs, wing back gets forward, inverted wing back comes inside, midfielders, and then forward. So that's what it looks like in possession. So it's like 3 at the back, 4 in midfield, 3 up top. Yeah. Defensively, 6-4-1, 6-3-1, 5-4-1. It's like compact, counter-attacking. We don't want to commit men forward, but we'll get the ball, we'll break. And that'll sort of like help us. And we're relatively quick in transition when we do that. So that's what we think is our starting formation. We're looking at trying to change it so that when we have the ball and we're the favourites, we can move it into a 4-4-2. So essentially our left back moves a bit forward into left wing. Coulson moves up top. So we can go with a double. So Coulson could still stay at left back possibly. We can put a big striker in there, change things up. Or it can work as a 4-3-3. So that's sort of where we are. That's control possession, but counter-attacking this way, really. So that's the plan. That's the plan. And it worked in a sense last year. We had like the 3rd best defence. I know we finished 11th, but 3rd best defence, 3rd best loss ratio. So it's improving. It's improving, but Nifty doesn't get used enough. It doesn't, does it? The 4-4-2 is pretty decent as well, yeah. And then even then the 4-4-2 in our possession, our possession again drops back into that 4-5-1. So what I want players to move around. So I thought about moving Lehane out wide and seeing if he can drift, but then bringing Thomas in, that means that he's sort of going to be able to pick up some of the stuff that Lehane can't do. Yeah. But then also looking at take it easy, Kevin. Good to see you, pal. But then also looking at Church as the big guy to play off the top man. So that's the thinking behind it. Does that make sense? How the 3-4-3 play last season? It was good. It was good. Like the biggest defeat we had last season was 3-0. Right, Openda's in on a pay-as-you-play. Oh, okay, Marley Roberts. From Walsall. Shortlist you as well, because we need a left back. Callan doesn't want to go to Gateshead. I mean, look, all these players that have been told that they're leaving don't want to leave. How bizarre. Dawson's rejected Berry and Alfreton. This must be a bug, surely. Like, Chelsea beat Everton in the cup final. So Frank Vare we didn't go after. Mason Bridge we didn't go after. Openda we brought in. We were quite surprised. We didn't realise we had the 5th highest wage budget in the league last season. So we might need to do something about that. Might need to do something. Left back still a issue though. Denver Hume wanted £1,400 to play at left back to be our top earner. I don't know if it's the right money to spend. See if Maresca can enter the Greek Hall of Fame with Larissa. And I want Achimpong to be good. Denver will take us up. I like the look of Keith Varney. I'll keep him on the shortlist. I wonder if we can even afford Denver Hume because of the fact that it's going to be like 1,400 quid. Ballard Matthews we can put in for. Where's Church gone? Don't tell us he signed a new contract. He hasn't. He hasn't. Don't worry. Regular starter. 1,100 quid. He's only on £200. I mean, I think we give him more money and a goal bonus. Take his wages down. This is big money, isn't it? Have we checked if Alfred would have a clause to offer an existing contract? I don't think so. Let's take it down to that. Is there a bonus? So let's give him a bonus if we reach the playoffs, right? Okay. Actually, not playoffs. Let's give him a bonus if we win the league, because Francis Church collection at Darlow's expense. I mean, this is a lot of money, isn't it? I don't feel like he's worth more than 800 quid. Let's stick that as a non-negotiable. 5 grand loyalty. I'm walking away. Like, let's wait until he ends up leaving his club. He's guaranteed to get us at least 3 goals. If we're really good, he'll get us 3 goals. Emiliano Ballard Matthews will get us. Let's cancel that as well. I mean, he's a good player, but do we need another left-sider? This is where we now start penny pinching in it and going like, what's the right thing to do? I mean, look, at least Ballard Matthews has a reason to ask for that sort of money. He's played 41 times. He's scored 8 goals. He's got 6 assists. You know, he's got himself involved. You know, he plays out wide. He creates things. Church hasn't got anything to his name. We were planning to make him. You know, we were going to make him. Oh, right, okay. So his decisions back. Leave off offering players and other things that expire. Yeah. Could be it. That could be it. Joe Neal, formerly of Sunderland. Now you can play it everywhere across the back. That's good. Micah Douglas. We looked at Micah Douglas a while ago. Right, let's nudge things on a bit then. I'm just going to write 1,200 quid. What was he thinking? 1,200 quid. Like, was he serious? Callum Casey hasn't really. Determination, good work rate, teamwork, fitness. Callum Kavanagh looks all right, actually. If we're going to play with 2 10s, he could just about fit in there, maybe. Baden Graham. Really good off the ball. Pacey. £600 for this guy seems more appealing. Right. That's more sensible. And Douglas Taylor looks all right as well, actually. I think it's Baden Graham looks like another pacey striker, so I almost regret going for Thomas now. Could he hold the ball up, do you reckon? Technique not great. Composure. You want someone who can play with his back to the goal. I mean, that physical though. 600 quid. He wants 600. Right. I'm starting to think that we didn't need uh Corey Thomas now. All right, offers made for James Taylor. Who else is in for him? Because I want to have a look at Linton as well. And Andre Dike as well. Braden Graham's a no-brainer, right? Because that mentality and physical is going to work wonders. Surely. Determination of 10, though? Is he going to work? If we can strengthen him up, actually, he might even become a good DLF. He could be the link-up player. Let's get him in. Morecambe, Dulwich, Hereford. Okay. Having those three to rotate will be class. True. Plus, we've already got Lehane up there as well. As I say, I think we've maybe gone a bit early on Corey Thomas now. £650 on a 2-year contract. I mean, he's good. Do we maybe cash in on Lehane? And go, do you know what? For 1.2 grand, for 1.2k, do we get rid of Lehane and have three, and have those three up top instead? It's a big call to get rid of 17 goals, isn't it? Right, so Dawson's on his way out. We know that much. So we've now got 3 strikers, plus Coulson, plus Okawoya. Orpenda's on it. I can't believe Orpenda's on a pay as you play. Right. And then it's just now it's just left back, isn't it? Nathan snowballing on launch on trial, shall we? Do, 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 do. Snowball is a proper non-league name. Yeah, it's good, isn't it? See what Nathan Snowball's up to, shall we? Right. I mean, that looks, even now, that's two better strikers than we've had. I wonder how much more than we're now spending. That's the problem. And still, I'm thinking Denver Hume. Still, I'm thinking Denver Hume. Is Joe Neal going to start looking like an option? He could become a left back, maybe. Could be. This is the bit in it when you try and get all your business done early. You maybe make a few snap decisions. You're like, is this the right decision? Apparently, we're $2,000 over wages. We can move this transfer budget around though, so see if that helps. We're still 1,500 quid over. Oh dear. Oh, Hereford have signed James Taylor. Okay. So that's a shame. Right, we didn't get him then. That would have been good, actually. South Shields have made a bid for Denver Hume. They're a division above us. I mean, Hereford are in the National, so can't argue that, really. And he's on $2,000 in that league. Fair enough. Can't really argue with that, I suppose, can we? It was Linton. Oh. he doesn't want to sign for us, right? There's a left back issue. DK has signed a new contract, so he doesn't want to come. Just trying to tick off players we've got on our list here. Todorov's not really going to happen. Theo Upton, I don't think we're going to sign because we've already bought. We brought Openda in. VAR we don't want. Mazenbridge. I've still got Achapong's name on my list. And I've still got Francis Church on my list. Oh, 600 quid, that would have been an absolute bargain. Getting him in would have been ridiculous. Like, he probably would have been a cheat code, actually. We'd have been laughing all the way to the bank. So it's just going to be youngsters on the bench, I think, this season. Nathan Snowball doesn't look that bad. The fact he's quick and aggressive and determined, I quite like that. 11 for marking, 11 for tackling. Doesn't have the mentality to challenge in the air. Could be a good League Two defender. Likes big matches. Has a determined attitude. He's wanted by Northampton. They're League Two. Halifax, they're the National. Again, do we sit and hang about on him, or do we? If we sleep on him, do we miss him? And there's Joe Neal. Now, Joe Neal can play everywhere. Now, he doesn't have the pace, but he's left-footed, interestingly, which we don't have a left-footed player in the defence. Could be a League One player, apparently. Potentially. Good positioning, good decision making, determined attitude. Probably going to want a fair amount of money, though, isn't it? Evening, suspect. How are we, pal? We're very well, thank you. Hope you're good too. Decisions. I mean, the issue with Rice is I think he's more of an attacker than a defender as well. Do we reckon? He doesn't seem to give me much defensive vibes. Tackling of 3. Teamwork and work rate. He seems to be, he's a winger, isn't he, really? Yeah, winger. Oh, right. Hume's rejected South Shields. That's interesting. Wants the job of scout. I mean, look. So is this he wants to be a scout rather than a player? Is that right? Or is that 400 quid a week he wants to play? I can't seem to do anything on here. He wants a job, so I assume he doesn't want to be. So he just wants to be a scout rather than as a. Right, okay. Fair enough. That's confused me, that. I'm sure somewhere it makes sense. Just doesn't want to play, and that's not going to help me at all, is it? Because, I am happy to sack a scout if it means that Denver Hume can come in. Let's see where we're at with our scouts, shall we? So, competent. Where's York? Reasonable and average. Right, let's wait until his contract's up then and we'll see if we can get him in on a scout, shall we? It's only a week to go. Anybody got any idea for a left back still? Or are we moving Caden Hughes across to left back? Tackling one. Right, Jordan wants to leave. Okay, fair enough. Away you go, Jordan. Even Nightmare, how are you? Welcome in. Welcome in. Right, here we go. Expectations for this season, shall we? Top half of the table. We can do top half. That's what we can do. We can't do much more than that, but we can do top half. Playoff push. Oh, we would hope so. We would hope so. Let's go for it, shall we? See what we've got. Starting away at Chelmsford, and then away at Bury on the final day of the season. Chelmsford, Macclesfield, Alfreton, Kidderminster, Telford, Gateshead. Macclesfield away on Boxing Day. You found a cool way to scout. Is it use your scouts? That's the best way to use it. That's what I think anyway. Is it? Would it be classed as a hack or a cheat? In the player database, you can filter by attributes. Yeah, I know that. Yeah, yeah. That is definitely cheating. Well, in our view, in my view, yeah, because in real life, no players have attributes, so no manager will be able to search by attribute. I don't believe anyway, but yeah. Yeah, if you filter by attributes in there, you can even go one step further. You can do media description, type Wonder Kid if you want to do that, and it'll show you Wonder Kids. It's the way a large selection of the database use it. Oh yeah. I would say I think Zeep's right. Yeah, probably most people use that way. What's Joe Neal saying? Thoughts on Joe Neal, everyone? How much does he want, do I reckon? Class centre back. I need him as a left back, though. That's the problem. Jumping reach is fine, though, so his heading's not too much of an issue. Tackling's fine, marking's fine. Determination. Teamwork and work rate lacking a little bit. Acceleration's not great. Pace is all right, though. Chaser. So he can play left back. He can play centre back. He can play midfield. I guess the thing is, if he's 500, star player. I want him on the left. Nah. Nope, not a thing. Nope, £2.5 Bye, Joe. That was easy. Just like that. Gone. Gone. Code of conduct stays the same. Recent offenders. O'Sullivan facing uncertainty future. Right, now what does Lenny O'Sullivan want to do? Because are Chorley in a lower division now? Non-league. Could maybe get him in on loan. Let's just nudge through and see if Church is now out of contract. There you go, players being released. Nathan Snowball doesn't look bad, does he? Likes big matches. Could potentially be good enough for League Two. Doesn't really seem like to kick people, though, does he? That's the problem. Crossing's not brilliant. Actually, his crossing's fine, actually. His first touch is good for this league. Anticipation is lacking a bit. Decision making. Teamwork and work rate, not brilliant. But he's quick. So he could be someone, couldn't he? Chilvers is a free agent now, is he? I don't want a star player. No. I suppose the question is, how much does Tyler Smith want to stay? Because yeah, I mean that's who was playing there at left back last season. So if we compare the two, I mean, Snowball's marking's better, his tackling's better, his crossing's obviously not as good, but he's more aggressive, he's braver, better concentration, more determined, more of a leader, better positioning. Both quick. He's got a little bit more stamina, a little more strength. Actually, Snowball's not bad. I'm starting to think Snowball's all right, you know. How much does he want, though? £330. Get him in. If that's how much he wants. See if Church is out of a. His wage demands are still ridiculous. 3-year contract as well. Honestly, this lad's an idiot. Right. What's this lad doing? Yeah, I know. Z, maybe it's his thing. I'm just trying to like sort of be like, right, come on, you can't be this bad, surely. He's obviously just getting bad advice from somewhere. I haven't heard this song in ages. I really love the editors. Yeah, so here's where our first team squad is now 20 players. That's it. Let's see what it predicted fourth. Oh dear. Okay, predicted fourth. Team stats. Can we not see the wages yet? Not Mr. Monty. Welcome, welcome. Barrower want to try and bring Snowball in now. He's gone to Grimsby. That's League Two football, isn't it? Fair enough. £95,000's not going to happen. What's happening here? Well, we are currently having a National League North Season 7. May have been here all the time. Yeah, 7 seasons in the National League North at Darlington. This is the year. This is the year. Definitely, surely, it's got to be right. We've got £4,000 in wages available now because we've got players that have finally gone out the club. With Barrow loan Snowball out, he's just gone to Grimsby, so we wouldn't get him in. Oh yeah, 7th year is crazy. We would have been much quicker had we just cheated, like everyone else. But where's the fun in that? You know, we've had stories. We've had. I was gonna say we've had highs and lows. We've had lows. We've had lots of lows. One of those seasons has to be your season. You'd think, right? Like literally, you know, the rule of what is it? What is it? I forget what it is. JLA, welcome in. We're still in the National League North. You better believe it, buddy. The 1,000 hour rule. That's what, yeah, Malcolm Gladwell style. It takes us 10,000 hours to become an expert. And we've got a long way to go. Long way to go yet. Right. I think I hold it just there. Okay? Because with 5 days until we play our first. Actually, no. Oh, you know what? Fuck it. Let's just do it, right? First pre-season match. Even Mr. Maggio. Maggio's just raided in now as well, so we probably should stay for. We'll stay for one match, right? Evening, Simone. How are we? Welcome in, Raiders. Welcome to Season 7 pre-season with Darlington. We're in the National League North. Still. We're on the hunt for a left back. That's all right, Si. We're just I'm away tomorrow. Well, yeah, I've got to go away with work tomorrow night, so I was going to be like, I'll wrap it up relatively early. Well, relatively early. Hanozel. I don't know Hanozel. We'll have a look and we'll do that, and we'll do this. We'll have a little pre-season match first of all, then we'll do that. We can hopefully you can see bastard ball playing properly. Because I think when you saw it last time, it wasn't really free flowing, was it? He's new and doing Como. Nice. That works for me. So I guess the question's going to be then, who we're playing? Nantwich. Okay, let's play the way we want to play. Should we pop Graham up top rather than Lehane? Sai, look, this lad might have a bit of potential in this division, we think. We've just brought him in from Everton on a free. 18 for off the ball. In this economy. 16 for pace. Anticipation. Thinking this guy could be alright. Moves into the channels as well. MCG just looked it up. Both Morecambe and Newport have stayed in the same league for 13 consecutive seasons. This might not be a season yet. Might not. And we've got Corey Thomas as well, who I think we can maybe put Lehane down to third choice striker now out of what we've got as these options here. So let's see what they look like as our two recruited players. And let's give Henderson a run out. We'll leave Okawoya on the bench. And Openda, he's on a pay-to-play. Look at this lad, pay-to-play deal in the National League North. Determination 19. Ignore the acceleration, he hasn't got any, but pace is 14. 6'3", 26 years old. Actually, you know what? It's a friendly. Let's pop him in place of Devitt. Let's have a little look, shall we? So we're set up with a counter-attack. Let's see what the other option looks like. Because it's a 4-4-2 is the other formation that we think we might change into when we're trying to be a bit more aggressive. But I'm guessing Nantwich are above us, maybe? We'll soon find out. But yeah, the idea is we stay defensively solid, 5-4-1 in out of possession, and then it's a 3-4-3 in possession. Counter-attack. But one thing we did notice last year was that the ball wasn't really sticking up top, so we were trying to buy big, strong bastard player, really, but unfortunately, the player that we thought was going to be the guy wants lots of money. Great ball at the top. There's Graham. Oh, brought it down nicely. Unfortunately, the finish wasn't quite what we hoped for. Wilsonia, some teams stay in League 2 for decades. We can only dream of League 2, Wilsonia. Used Braden Graham somewhere. Who's great. Oh, so he's a real player, is he? Okay. I wasn't sure. Is he not? Oh, no. I'm saying, like, is he a real player? I don't know. I just figured we're 7 seasons in and, like, everyone's got no face. So I was like, he probably is. Yeah. All right. So we've got an actual player. Douglas Graham knocks it down. Henderson. Go on, Hendo. Get a ball across. Coulson's back post. Oof. He should have a face. We don't have a face. Football League is a watch for teams that go nowhere. This is just an incredible save in that ilk. I mean, see, it's very, 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 very kind of you to say this is incredible. This is what we're doing is the most realistic Football Manager save on Twitch. Nobody else is keeping it as real as we are. Oh, big Henderson at the back post. If he has no face, how does he smell? Badly. Oh, wait, no, that's not the punchline, is it? There you go, the old Arsenal tactics. Score from a set piece. Good head at the back post. 8 shots. God, what? 41% possession. What are we playing at? What are we doing? Attacking? Ugh. Disgusting behaviour. Graham brings it down. Here's Coulson. Coulson, what a lovely ball. Graham creates space. There's O'Grady Macken. Oh, evening, NG. How are you, Niren? How's life treating you, buddy? Hope you're well. Welcome in, welcome in. Welcome in, Raiders. Grab yourselves a seat. Welcome to the National League North. Stormtroopers in there. Appreciate the follow. Very, very kind. National League North, Season 7, Darlington. We are going nowhere. We're not getting promoted anytime soon, we don't think. Maybe this season we might get the playoffs, possibly. But it's been one of those saves. It's been one of those saves where we've tried to do defensive football in this last season, and we sort of think it's working-ish. But maybe not quite good enough at the moment. So yeah, there's just some things we need to iron out a little bit. Like, what do we do against teams where we're supposed to win? That sort of thing. That's the bit I'm not sure about just yet. So tonight we've been basically doing our summer recruitment. I still think we're a left back short. I still think we're a big striker short. Oof. We'll see what goes on from there. But if you are brand new, welcome in. Welcome in. I should suggest, by the way, and Sile have told you in all of his lot if you're in Si's stream. But if you come in from Niren's, you want to check out the FM Show podcast. Myself, Si Maggio, RDF Tactics, and Second Yellow Card every single Thursday on YouTube, chatting FM stuff. Plus we've got a Patreon as well, where we talk about stuff that's not Football Manager mainly. It's either football shirts, or it's other games we're playing, or what animals Aaron doesn't really think are real. So, loads of stuff to look at. If that sounds like your bag, give us a shout, give us a follow. Board loves TJ. I've seen him play through more soul-crushing saves, to be fair. I don't know what's happened, honestly. I don't understand why the board have kept us here. They could easily have got rid. They should have done it. They should know better. Do you know what I mean? But they clearly don't. It's almost like they don't care. Oh, Graham goes close. Right, should we bring Graham off a little bit, I reckon? Give him a bit of a rest. He's not had a bad debut, I don't think. He's looked lively. I think we can bring Henderson off as well, or Grady Macken maybe gets a rest. In fact, Henderson needs to come off because he's broken his leg by the looks of it. Oh, Grady Macken stays on. You can't stop that man scoring, can you? I mean, Henderson is genuinely hurt. There's like blood gushing everywhere. His legs pointing in the wrong direction. But Grady Macken's just like, I'm just gonna twat it from here. Right, that'll put the ball out technically. All right, now Henderson can come off. Is missing a leg, it says, weirdly. So let's bring Graham off. Let's put Thomas on. Channel forward or centre forward? Centre forward, I think. Corpse in the box, that's got to be interfering with the play. I mean, if he's on the pitch, he's interfering, but if he's dead, then you know what? We can maybe say he's fine. I'll make a case for it. Maybe it gets to like the Monty Python bit where he's like, it's but a flesh wound. It's like, you've got no arms and legs, mate. Looks like the end of an AEW bout. Oh, Pender. Pops in, gets himself a goal in his debut. Oh, Grady Macken making it all happen again. Now, this is the thing. We do this every season, don't we? Pre-season, we look like Brazil. It's when it gets to the league, that's when it all collapses. 3-0 victory, 1 dead. Yeah, we'll take that. Oh, 3-1. Right, I have to kill some more people now. Terribly sorry, we have to sacrifice somebody. Interestingly, Caden Hughes has got an 8.4 at left back. That's interesting. Let's put Freddie Sass on. Have a look at him. And also, let's have a quick little look at Lehane on the left. See if that works. Because we want to move him out wide a bit. %, 17 shots. This is definitely bastard ball, isn't it? It's a pretty good run out. I'll take this. Yeah. 3-1. Pretty straightforward, I think. How long's Henderson out for? Only 6 weeks? Well, we've reattached his leg pretty quickly, haven't we? Obviously wasn't fully torn off, I don't think. What we got next? Linlithgow, Brighouse, Musselburgh, Ratcliffe. So obviously a tour of Scotland coming up. Not torn off, just merely bent in an unnatural shape. Yeah. It's all just about perspective, isn't it? Like, you know, did it look, was it fully bent off, or was it just, you know, one man's bent off is another man's not bent off. I don't know what the analogy would be. I couldn't think of another way, another version. Right. Yeah. I tell you what. We can rebuild him bigger, stronger, faster. The £6.50 man. Do you know what? If we get a man for £6.50, we'd be doing well. How bad was he screaming? Could you not hear him in Greece, Jason? If you couldn't, then not screaming loud enough. That was a fun end. So I'm away tomorrow night. Let's just pull this up here. So I'm away tomorrow night. I will be back on Friday because, yes, I'm away. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I'm off to see the Wu-Tang Clan with Matt Taylor Richards, for those of you who remember. Matt, so me and him's going to go and check out the Wu, which is going to be good. So yeah, back Friday. So I'm not on the podcast next week either. So you'll be left with Sai and Aaron and Matt to roll through that one. So that'll be good. Yeah, that'll be fun. I know you live in Cyprus, Jason. I realised that after I'd said it. Sorry. I should probably have said that and went, oh, you know, I should correct myself, but I didn't. Right, season 7 might be all right. We don't know. We'll have to see. Right, go check out Han Oyel. We rated him the other night, actually. Sorry, now I think about it. I've had a quick little nosy on. Yes, we rated him the other night. Very, very nice guy indeed. Go and give him some love, give him some follows. Everyone, it's always a pleasure. Take care of yourselves. Have a wonderful week. See you on Friday. Let's see if we can't keep this and not ruin it. Okay? All the best, everyone. Take it easy. Bye now.